Hey everybody, this is Dr. Perry from the Pain Laser Center and StopChasingPain.com. I'm here with my man Chris Flores at Chris Flow Fitness, and this is his place right here. We're going to show you some rolling patterns today. These are some assessments that I do on every single person that comes into my office, from athletic to people that need rehabilitation. And rolling patterns are great because they show you a lot about inner core, how that's functioning on someone, and that's important. And to see where you're going to transition them into rehabilitation, and also where you should start them in a training process. And don't make the mistake of thinking just because someone is really in great shape or ripped that this is going to be easy for them, because it's usually not. And it may be a struggle for Chris here as well, but that's all good. We're teaching everybody, right?
Yeah.
We're going to show you different types of rolls, and we're going to start with what we call a hard roll. It's the most difficult one to do, and I always start with this because if he can do the hard roll, there's no reason for me to go down and make it a little bit easier for him. Then after this, we're going to go into rolling pattern number 1, and I'll show you ways that you can compensate to make it easier for people that really are struggling. But it's one of the most powerful things that you can do to assess a client, and you can look at many different things of what's going on with movement, mobility, stability, core strength, things like that. So we're going to show Chris the first stage of the hard roll here, and what he's going to do is we're going to have him bring his left knee up and try to contact his right elbow. And you want them touching, thinking about, like my mentor, Greg Cook, always says, think about a $100 bill that you're crushing right here.
Yeah, crushing it.
Yeah, if you lose the bill, it's mine. Okay, so it's good and simple. But we're looking for this to touch here, and what you can see is, you can see what his hip flexibility is on this side, his extension on this side, and how well he can curl up and use his thoracic spine and his core here as well. And what he's going to do here is he's going to take his opposite arm here, his left arm, reach up over his head. This leg's going to be straight. And we're going to look for a couple things. What we're going to ask him to do when he's ready, I know your abs are working, he's going to roll to this side, and then he's going to roll back. And what we're going to look for is if he pushes off with his hands or he pushes off with his legs, and if he loses contact with here. If he loses contact, then he fails the evaluation. Okay, he's got to keep contact when he does it. So I'm going to have Chris begin to do this one here. So this arm goes straight up to Chris, this down here, and elbow goes to knee. And what he's going to do is he's going to lead with his head. Okay, the head always does the movement. So I'm going to have him always look this way first. So keep looking, turn your head, and then roll your body that way. Keep contact, that's it, keep going. Good. Now when you turn back, I want you to look and lead with your neck and use your core, but watch if they push off with their hand here or their leg here. Okay, look towards me, and come back, look towards me, look towards me. Good. So he leaves a little bit of his arm there, it was not straight up like that, and it compensates, so that's what you got to rock. He's got some big back in here too, but that's hard roll number 1. Now, how we make that a little bit easier, if he couldn't pass that and it was a struggle for him, we're going to shorten the distance of his elbow to his knee. So you can use a ball, volleyball type of thing. I'm going to use a basketball here. So now he's going to do the same thing and put his elbow in here and the ball. So it shortens the distance. It's going to make it a little easier for him. So now we're going to do the same move. I want you to lift your head, lead with your neck. So look. Keep going. Good. Make contact with the ball and look towards me and lead with your neck and then back. Good. And you can see how it was a little bit easier for him to do that on that side. Okay, so it takes a little bit of a cueing, but some people will get there and they can't move. They're just stuck. Okay? And then if they can do it with the second one and not the first one, then you don't need to bring them into rolling pattern number 1. But now we're going to switch sides and see how he compares to the other side. You ready?
Sounds good.
Okay, we're back now. We're going to do the opposite side for Chris. We're going to see if he can do the stage 1 hard roll here. So with this one, he's going to bring this knee up, this elbow up here, that overhead, this down here. And Chris, when you're ready, lead with your head that way and turn in. Good. And look back towards me and lead with your neck, but keep crushing that knee. And try again. And back. So you push a little bit there, you struggle in the beginning. So it really shows you a lot from side to side on asymmetries on core. That makes a big difference on rotational moves and things like that you're going to do. So let's try it with the fulcrum on the ball this time. Okay? Good. Up overhead, down through here. Remember, you're watching these. He's going to lift his head, turn, and lead with your head. That's it. Good. Crush the ball, lead with your head. Look back towards me, look back towards me, look back towards me. Good. Much cleaner when you did that. this is a really difficult test, but a great assessment, and this is what you want to work toward on a client. That's a little tough, isn't it?
Yes.
You want to be able to get your client to be able to do that move. And you know you've got great inner core strength, good mobility, good flexibility in the joints and the spine and everything like that. So we're going to move into stage 1, and if somebody could not do either one of those, we'll show you how you break it down and go very basic. You ready to do that?
Yep.
All right. Very good.